Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota will try to avoid their 12th consecutive loss. First pitch is next. Jake Odorizzi is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading up tonight for the Angels, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we are underway from the Twin Cities as the first pitch of the evening is taken for ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2. You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. Coming into the game, he's among the leaders in the AL in stolen bases. Sure, that tells you he has a lot of speed, but what it also tells you is he does a great job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard in this one.
Settling in now, Brian Goodwin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Odorizzi has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore's the exact same way behind the dish.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. 1 out, nobody on. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Counts even to Trout. 1-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Felix Pena, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swung on and missed for the first strike. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
The 0-2 once more. This is hit high in the air out to left field. Goodwin is under it. 1 out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate from top to bottom. They need the first 2 guys in the order to ignite this offense if they're going to have a chance of breaking out of this malaise.
Stepping into the box, Jorge Polanco, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Pena, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Another try at 2-2. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate, Nelson Cruz looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to their DH here tonight. 2 out, nobody on. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Next up, the 2-way Japanese import Shohei Ohtani. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Ohtani.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit, froze him, but just missed the zone.
Ready on 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 1-2 delivery. Splitter. 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2. The big bat of Albert Pujols is due up next. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. The 3-2 one more time. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Here's Albert now. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, he's really struggled. 0 for 10. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Ohtani aboard here at first with nobody out. And that misses 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And folks, today I'm locking in on outfielder Max Kepler. I think he's just starting to scratch the surface. Bit off a couple of years trying to learn his craft a little bit. The bat's coming along. The defense has always been there. Super accurate arm, real sure-handed in the outfield.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, and there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. No score here as we play inning number 2. There goes Ohtani. Pitch outside. The throw. Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base path so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
line towards center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Coming to the plate now, Eddie Rosario. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Ohtani. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense.
Second baseman.
And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Digging in, Jonathan Scope, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike one. And it's 0-2 to Scope.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll come in here at 263, 5 homers and 16 RBIs. The 0-1 delivery. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins first baseman. And he lays off again, ball 3.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Down go the Twins in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Now batting, David Fletcher, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Kepler is after it, but this will land untouched. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he chased it in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Batting 8.
So striding forward now, Michael Hermosillo. First pitch of the at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame.
Ball 2.
2-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
The 2-1. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
So frustrating, Nero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Now a bunt attempt here. And he is in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Into the box, Andrelton Simmons runs up and gets this one down. And he tries the bare hand but can't make the play, and now everybody's safe. He went down looking to open up the ball game. Now the 0-1. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Angels leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Miguel Sano, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2. Sano, a 25-year-old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Waiting on it is Goodwin.
And that's the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring Williams Astudillo into bat. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball hit towards Simmons at short. Reined in. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. Throwing to second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Into the box now, Mike Trout. Here's a fastball chop fouled at the plate. It's strike one. Goodwin stands at second with no outs. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder.
Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Astudillo finds it, and he makes the throw to first. Ohtani is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, the first.
Striding in once again, Albert Pujols. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left, and that's going to be a base hit, so the Angels are able to score first. It's 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Stepping in now, Tommy La Stella, fouled off. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One and 1 to Tommy La Stella. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Angels 1 and the Twins nothing. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning.
Byron Buxton.
Here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Pops this one up. Simmons is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Polanco. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike three last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
To short. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here. Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
In now, Eddie Rosario. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Goodwin. And that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So stepping in, David Fletcher. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
David Fletcher.
First delivery to him on the way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Change of speeds is one of the hardest things that offensive players have to deal with, especially if he's got the arm action working like he does. That pitch was 19 miles an hour slower than the previous pitch.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Scope with the bare hand. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
The center fielder, Michael.
Stepping in, Michael Hermosillo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this will be fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
And that misses 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. The 2-2 one more time. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Another full count offering on its way. Lifted in the air out to right. Kepler's on his horse, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Catcher.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan Lucroy, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Angels 1 and the Twins nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Turning for second now is Scope. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Digging in to try it again, C.J. Cron, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Set. Here it comes. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 misses. Ball 2. Outside. 3-0 now. 3-0. Miguel Sano is on deck. Ah, 3-1. Fouled away. Scope leads off second with nobody out. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Now at the plate, Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1-2.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that one.
And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Max Kepler is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Coming in is Ohtani. He can't get to it. This one's down. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings,
Now
Bureau,
batting,
after being
right
down
fielder.
by 1. Big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
Into the box, Max Kepler. A ball and no strikes. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0. And there he goes towards second. That evens it up 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the Twins push their lead up to 4-1.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
That'll bring in Williams Astudillo.
Now batting.
As the
Number
first pitch
64.
misses to him, it's ball 1.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
4 runs here in this half inning. In there, 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
The center fielder, number 25.
Back to the top of the order now,
Byron.
and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pick.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Fletcher moving to his right, and a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. So 2 are gone in the Twins' half of the 5th, and that will bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. First offering on its way. He pulls this one into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and I think he might have lulled himself into a false sense of security out there. Prior to this inning, he was pitching a shutout, but now he's starting to look a little off.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Nelson Cruz, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there 1-0.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Liner toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. This will kick up against the wall now. Polanco blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate, and they lead now by 4.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
Ready once again, Jonathan Schoop. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Left side, backhanded. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Twins are out in front, 5-1. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Andrelton Simmons. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Polanco backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready now, Brian Goodwin. He hit a two-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Angels are gone in order. They're down here 5-1. Justin Anderson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 38, Justin Anderson.
Digging in once again, C.J. Cron, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
The first baseman, C.J. Cron.
Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hard hit to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
Into the box now, Miguel Sano, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Cron gets his lead at first, nobody out. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Max Kepler will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Ready with the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. High pop-up. LaStella has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now in the box, Williams Astudillo. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Sent on the ground out to second. Fletcher takes it in. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. So digging in now, Shohei Ohtani. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch of the at-bat. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. This is skied into short left center. Rosario coming on. He's there and records the first out. So 1 away now for the Angels in the 7th. And standing in, the machine, Albert Pujols. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Into the box now, Tommy LaStella. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
The 2-1. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He will not. This ball gets down to break the string. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. La Stella is off of first with 2 away. Swinging a soft liner. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position. Grounded up the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Angels strand a couple. They're down 5-1.
7th inning stretch.
Ty Buttrey gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 31.
At the plate, Byron Buxton. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Byron Buxton.
First pitch on its way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1 and 2. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Jorge.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Left side, but well foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. The next twin up, Nelson Cruz. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Front door with the slider. He clips the zone for a called strike. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They're up 5-1. Addison Reed has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43, Addison Reed.
So striding in, Jonathan Lucroy. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The pitch. 0-1 the count. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
Now batting, shortstop.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Stepping in now, Andrelton Simmons. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter.
2-1 the count.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Hit out towards second. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The batter.
Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
And now for the Angels, Brian Goodwin. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels go quietly there. They're down here 5-1. Cam Bedrosian is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Cam Bedrosian.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Eddie Rosario. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Popped him up. Lucroy is there. And he brings it in on the warning track.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Jonathan Schoop, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. On the run is Ohtani. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batter.
Stepping up to the plate, C.J. Cron. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1.
Nope.
Ball 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
2-0 count. The pitch sent on the ground out to second. Fletcher is up with it. Low throw, but a nice play at the bag by Pujols saves an error and ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Trevor May comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Standing in, Mike Trout. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1. starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
In now, Shohei Ohtani, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Trout stands at second with no outs. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 5. Albert.
Digging in, Albert Pujols. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Ball 1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Two balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. 2-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's the 2-2. Popped him up. Crone waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready now for L.A. Tommy La Stella, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Man, everybody knows that losing can become a habit, especially when your losing streak is up into double digits. But they get a win here, and they're hoping they've broken that bad habit for a long time to come.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Twins used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jake Odorizzi earns the win, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.